I know that you don't remember this, but in Orlando, I saw you, and I stopped, hug you, and I say, I'm going to heal. And when that happened, I will meet you on the stage. And here I am. My name is Diana, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 2, in November of 2018. It was HER2 positive. And right there, I began the conventional. All 2018, I spent my life doing chemo. I lost my hair. I have double mastectomy, full hysterectomy, because they told me I have broken one gene. And then everything was fine. That's what I saw. Then January 2021, in one of my checkups, they see spots in my lungs, and immediately they put me to a PET scan, and here it was, cancer again, and this time was triple negative, which is one of the worst ones. The doctor told me, I'm so sorry, but there is nothing else we can do. The only thing that we can do is just give you chemo treatment to prolong your life a little bit more. I was 44 with 2 little girls. I left the hospital planning my funeral, pretty much, and then 2 of my best friends told me about Dr. Joe. And I grabbed a book called You Are the Placebo, and that book changed my life. Then I get myself to Orlando, a week long in Orlando in April of 2021. I did the progressive. I got to Orlando, and it was 1,700 people, and I was like, wow. But by Wednesday, I was like, I'm not sure. The hospital was calling me because I needed to start chemo right away, and I was in Orlando. And by Wednesday, my doubts started kicking, and I'm like, I don't know if this is the right thing to do. So we did a meditation, and I asked for a sign. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning. I went to my room because I was planning just kind of like going back home. I was confused, and I have so much fear. And then I went to my room, and I opened the window, the curtain of the window, and then I saw in the sky, I saw the trust word.
Trust.
And I saw that I was going nuts, and like, that's really happening? Like, so I didn't went home. I went back to the ballroom. So I came back home, and I wasn't sure. And I decided to start chemo again. I just did a few of them. And it was October 15, 2021. And I was sitting in the chair. I was doing my chemo, and I was meditating when I was doing that. And something came to me, and it said, this is the last time you do this to your body. I didn't know what that means. But then that gave me the courage. I talked to my husband, I say, I'm stopping chemo. And he went white as a paper. He's not a believer. When I told about this, he's like, energy? He's like, okay, but he's like, it's your body. I support you 100%. So I stopped chemo. The doctors told me, don't do that. It's going to spread everywhere. Don't do that. Family members told me, what are you doing, Diana? You're going backwards. That's not common. That's not good. And I say, I'm following my heart. And I told my doctor, just give me 3 months. And she's like, okay. So 3 months came, and the scan looked the same. So I'm like, okay, it didn't get worse. 3 more months, again, the same. So fast forward a year and a half, it got smaller. And every time that I check or have an appointment with her, she filled me with the fear that my body was to fail me. And that was something that they can be floating around, and it was going to start growing in another place, and that I need to start even chemo or a pill. She was always offering me something. I say, no, thank you, no, thank you. We're checking for months. And a month ago, I got my scan, and so I stopped seeing. I stopped going to the office. I just see her through Zoom, and because I say I just need you to tell me about my scan. I don't need to see you anymore. And so we get in the call, and she's like, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Your scan look amazing. So there is nothing there. What we just see is just a scar tissue. There is nothing there, so I'm proposing, like, we start just, I don't want to, give you all that radiation every 4 months, so let's start just checking once a year and just keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, yes. And then she said, I think a lot about you. And you opened my mind to other things. Because in every time that we see, I told her about the meditation, I told her about everything. So in my notes and my files, she put the stuff like, she have a great support group in Florida. And she's following her heart. She said that she never feel happy in her life. So in December, I just give her the book, You Are the Placebo, as a gift. And so when she told me that I, opening her mind to other things, I say, what about you coming with me for a week-long event? And she say, I don't know about that. So, and I couldn't be happier, Dr. Joe. You changed my life. And I know that you don't remember this, but in Orlando, I saw you, and I stopped, hug you, and I say, I'm going to heal. And when that happens, I will meet you on the stage. And here I am. I forgot one thing. I forgot one more thing. Now, every day my husband goes like, did you meditate today?
Awesome. Imagine when a physician tells you there's nothing else they can do for you, to go home and die. And that moment, when you feel that altered and your body reacts in fear, the stronger the emotion you feel, the more you remember the moment. And that gets tattooed in the recesses of our gray matter. And we keep going back to that event. We keep feeling the same emotion, and the fear is big. And it takes a Herculean effort to overcome fear. It takes a lot of effort to overcome doubt, listening to what is conventional, listening to the doubts that your family has, your own doubts, seeing that your cancer is spreading in your body. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to wrestle that. And yet, in one moment, her heart spoke to her. In one moment, her heart informed the brain that it was giving her information that was relevant to her future. Like, you can't do this to your body any longer. This is the last time. This is the last time. She didn't think that thought. Somehow, she got the information. It was outside of her expectation. Against all odds, she hung on to that thought and the feeling that went along with it. And every day, she overcame her doubt a little bit more. Every day, she overcame her fear a little bit more. Every day, she overcame not feeling well as a mother, a spouse with 2 children, and living a life, finding the time to continue to do it. Showing up and seeing her scan, and there's no evidence of cancer anywhere in her body any longer. You saw the data. You saw the data. There's information in her blood, and you'll see more data where it says that the function of mitochondria and cancer cells cannot survive. And in fact, when we look at the blood of advanced meditators and we put it in the presence of any kind of cancer cell, uterine cancer cell, breast cancer cell, pancreatic cancer cell, all kinds of different cancer cells, 84% of the people who were in the study that are advanced meditators produce that same outcome on the cancer cell. Shut the lights out. Take the energy out of the cancer cell. No energy in the cancer cell, it can't grow. It can't move, it can't multiply. It's decaying. That is the example of truth right there. She has never been happier in her life. Her doctors changed their doctors, opened their mind. What were you doing? Well, I was epigenetically signaling new genes in new ways, down-regulating the gene for cancer, up-regulating the gene for health. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, sister. Just keep going. Don't stop. That's working for you.